Good day, everyone, and welcome to another episode of the Cordros Wealth Lounge. Today, we'll be discussing one of the important aspects of financial planning and the intricacies of securing your legacy. Our conversation will center around estate planning through life insurance. My name is Doinsolola, Head Private Wealth Management at Cordros Asset Management Limited. In the lounge with me, I have Adenike Ogunyale, Team Lead, Master Friend, Cordros Asset Management Limited. And our distinguished guest is a veteran in the estate and insurance world, having practical and in-depth knowledge of the industry and how things are done and how you can secure your future. We have the pleasure of speaking with the Managing Director of Howden Private Wealth in the person of Mr. Sven Haudenschild.
Woohoo!
Thank you very much.
And thank you for joining our show today.
Pleasure.
All right. Can we have an idea as to your background and who you are?
Well, first and most important, thank you very much for having me here. It's been 1 year since I had the pleasure to speak at the Cordros Wealth Summit. That was a great experience. Now, this year, we find ourselves at the Cordros Lounge. It's a big pleasure. Thank you very much.
Welcome.
My name is Sven Haudenschild. I'm the Managing Director of Howden Private Wealth, which is the largest life insurance broker, estate planning consultant globally, focusing on high net worth clients, typically resident in emerging markets.
Oh, great.
So our strength is to provide solutions and advise clients resident in Nigeria, in Angola, Kenya, India, China, Brazil, Mexico, so the emerging strong economies with a growing clientele of high net worth clients, looking for sophisticated solutions, but also looking for diversification.
Great.
Hence, we do have access to solutions from abroad, solutions created in the US, developed in the UK, issued out of Canada, Asia, and we were able to bring these solutions to clients resident in Africa, in Nigeria in particularly. Howden Private Wealth forms part of the Howden Brooking Group. Howden Brooking Group has about 20,000 employees, headquartered in the City of London and active in 50 plus countries.
Oh,
Thank you very much for having me here today.
Thank you so much. So, speaking about estate planning, how would you gauge the readiness of the Nigerian market to accepting the service?
Well, I guess talk about estate planning, and most relevant is the planning. And I mean, talking to clients on a daily basis, right? Talking to very successful clients on a daily basis. If you talk to them, but more important, if you listen to them, you understand that they always had a plan. They had a plan for life. They had a business plan, a plan for success. Some had a plan for love. Some of them had a second plan for love. But they always had a plan they executed successfully. That's the reason why they became wealthy and successful. Now, talking about the estate plan, that's most likely the only plan you're not able to execute yourself because you're gone.
Sure.
So even more important that we create and design and set up a bulletproof, most solid plan as an estate plan, which will be executed when the patriarch or the matriarch who has designed and defined that plan is no more there. So I strongly believe estate planning is crucial, considering also the fact that looking at the amount, not just in Nigeria, globally, the tremendous amount of wealth handed over from one generation to the next on a yearly basis. So we need to set up strong plans. But more important, we see that massive wealth transferred to generations. But based on statistics, we see the erosion of wealth when handed over not efficiently
to the next generation.
Not efficiently to the next generation. That based on statistics, wealth is eroded significantly because of taxes, estate inheritance taxes, any kind of other pending liabilities such as mortgages, debts, personal loans. We've seen erosion of wealth because of disputes within the family, especially if there's a lot of wealth, large family, wealth structured in various different jurisdictions. That can lead to discussions within the family.
Absolutely.
that leads to conflicts within a family. And in the worst case scenario, it will lead to court cases,
Oh,
right?
yeah.
And
That will
I would-
linger for a long while.
Period.
correct. Probates are locked for 2, 3, 4 years, blocked accounts. No penny is paid out of a probate. And the families, as a result, is suffering, right? So we do believe to preserve wealth and
Very
to
key.
secure that wealth for the next gen, but also preserve harmony within the family.
Oh, great.
A bulletproof wealth and estate
Estate.
plan is most important.
The conversation today is centered around estate planning through life insurance. But we will start more with estate planning, understanding the basics before we now ask the dynamics of the life insurance. So, given current realities and the fact that you're familiar with the emerging markets, Nigeria inclusive, what would you say is the ratio of acceptance for the service? Considering the fact that as Africans, we don't like discussing going to the afterlife.
That's a fact. And in reality, 31% of wealthy Nigerian families do have a proper estate plan in place. 31% only.
Only.
There's room for improvement. There's room for improvement. But again, the goal is, that comes back what I mentioned before. We want to help these families. We want to preserve harmony in the family. We want to make sure that the money created, hard work successfully can be preserved. And I just believe it's not wise to say, well, if I'm gone, things will settle themselves. Because mostly they won't.
You should put the plan in place while you are here.
There's a reason why that wealth has accumulated, especially in a country where maybe poverty is all around us. But that means somebody has done things extremely right. That's why wealth is there.
Sure.
And you cannot expect that all others do the same. Maybe they don't do it that wise, that good, like the Creator did. And as a result, the wealth will erode over time. So estate planning is crucial, but I do understand it's not fun. We talk about health, we talk about age, we talk about death. I was 3 weeks ago in Saudi Arabia advising clients on a very, very large transaction. He said, Sven, after 3 hours, he said, Sven, that's the most morbid conversation meeting I ever had.
Reality struck, right?
But it was
don't want to
crucial,
hear
it was
it.
needful, right? And see, it's not just the Nigerian thing, not talking about, also other cultures do have this in common. I know Latin America, strong religious background, some other parts of the world. We see the opposite in Asia.
Oh, wow.
We see in Asia a wide acceptance of talking about death.
Wow.
Maybe because they believe in reincarnation.
Oh,
Just
okay.
know it's a normal cycle. And if I do things good this life, it may come back to me in my next life.
Oh, wow.
Okay.
But see, there's certainly education to be done. What I love about my Nigerian clients are obviously they have a strong UK footprint, strong UK ties.
Correct.
They did education themselves. They sent their children to the UK. They have real estate in the UK. See, in the UK, similar to my country, estate planning is something very well known. But more important, insurance is very common, right? Insurance common. In the UK, similar to Switzerland. You buy a property, you take a mortgage. You get married, you have a family. Often, just often, I'm here sitting next to 2 successful women.
Oh, yeah.
But I say
Thank you for that. That's a good compliment.
There's maybe the husband, the sole breadwinner, which is not always the case, as we all know, right? The matriarch can be the breadwinner. But whoever is the breadwinner, whoever covers financially the mortgage, this person should take a life insurance. Right? I do
To
have the
mitigate against
pleasure
any risk?
that I have a strong wife at home. She
great.
manages the family. She
nice.
manages the household. She's working very hard. Hopefully you see that. But I'm the breadwinner.
Oh, great.
I'm reliable for our mortgage. If something happens to me, my family needs to be protected, right? But that's just the short-term aspect of an estate plan, right? The majority of my clients are actually 50 or even more 60 plus. And I guess there are different needs than just pure life insurance. There are needs such as diversification, asset protection, wealth preservation, and then just looking for smooth, efficient solutions to transfer wealth. Talking about estate planning, and obviously there are various forms and various elements and tools, right? And bluntly speaking, it may just start with a will, right? I guess that's the most simple form of estate planning. You go to your lawyer, you set up a will, who should get what, and that's certainly good. That's a fantastic approach, right? Especially to make sure you define where the funds or the assets go to.
So this is you speaking to the key components?
The key components, you as patriarch or matriarch, right? You want to define yourself, right? You don't want to see the assets then finally distributed according to court cases, court decisions, or just legal heirship rules, right? In some countries we're active in, the assets, because of religion beliefs, the assets go to the male part of the family. These people may contact me and say, Sven, I would like to have a solution which benefits my daughters.
As well.
So they want to make sure who gets the funds. So it starts with a will, which is certainly a good, fairly simple solution, cost-friendly. But I guess if we talk to more wealthier clients, high net worth clients, ultra high net worth clients, obviously it's not just done with a will. Cordros Wealth experts, you know that maybe as a next step, we look at the trust.
Sure.
Right?
Yes. Yeah.
We may look at any foreign investment companies, investment vehicles to shield, but also to give ownership to certain beneficiaries. So estate planning is certainly a very comprehensive approach. Estate planning also means to hand over assets with warm hands. I'm a big fan of handing over assets with warm hands.
To the next beneficiary.
Next beneficiaries.
Or named beneficiaries.
No, I mean, you just gift. Giving assets with warm hands meaning gifting.
Okay.
Oh, okay.
You gift money as long as you're alive, or you gift assets, right? You could give properties, which the heirs will live in, or the heirs will rent them out to get some income.
Rental income.
You can gift maybe a fully protected, guaranteed investment savings plan, which we could help with abroad in US dollar. You can gift any kind, but an estate plan doesn't mean that you need to be dead by then. An estate plan also includes gifting.
Oh, okay.
So why waiting till you're no more here? Gift when you see the joy you create when handing over.
Okay, so this is you seeing the benefits of what would happen whilst you're no longer available.
Correct. So, and then obviously, you have different solutions, which then can be integrated in such a comprehensive estate plan.
Okay, all right, thank you.
Considering the acceptance you're getting right now, you said 31% of ultra high net worth clients are, receptive to your services. So what other trends would you say you're seeing in the estate planning space amongst ultra high net worth individuals? Emphasis on ultra.
Well, luckily, I guess, and that actually goes back to what mentioned. Currently, 31% of the wealthy Nigerian families do have a plan in place. We see decent development in that field. Not just, but maybe also because we see development in the wealth advisory industry, especially in Nigeria. We see more and more wealth advisory firms coming up. Cordros is developing. Other family offices come up. Lawyers are more specialized on the estate planning topic. Any kind of foreign specialists come in. So there's obviously more business activity. There are more people in that field of business. They create more awareness. And as simple as that, the more you listen to a story, the more you believe it's the right thing to
Absolutely.
do. And what we always do in life, right? We copy paste, right? We copy. Look at family offices. Family office for me is a fantastic estate planning strategy
Okay,
for
the
the
family
ultra,
office.
for the ultra,
Ultra,
Yeah.
for
ultra.
the
Yeah.
ultra,
Emphasis on
ultra.
ultra.
Exactly. See, it's very well established in the US,
Yeah.
big in the UK, more and more in Europe, some in Asia. But it's also coming in Nigeria. I guess the most wealthy Nigerians, they set up family offices because they understand to manage wealth over decades, pass wealth to next generations. That is, of course, that's hard work. That requires a lot of sophistication, different tools, different opinions. So I guess there's a lot of development. I'm happy to be part of that movement in Nigeria. I'm traveling to Nigeria since 10 years. And if I can help, and I guess I did in the past, and obviously I look forward to do some more work in the future.
We're happy to
That's
collaborate
one
with
other
you.
element to create awareness.
Yeah, we're happy
that's
to
great.
collaborate with you. Okay, so at Cordros, we advise our clients. We offer wealth advisory solutions to our clients. And the conversation is centered around estate planning through life insurance. So how does life insurance add value to our clients?
Well, I guess first and most important is important to understand how the specific life insurance works, which we offer, because obviously life insurance per se is a mass market solution. Often it's a high street plan. The solution we're able to provide to wealthy Nigerians are solutions which have created about 70, 80 years ago in the US. So it's a US solution. It's a comprehensive benefit plan created on the chassis of a life insurance, but adapted to meet the specific needs of a high net worth client. And most important when it comes to estate planning is the duration of the solution. Because a simple life insurance typically has a term. I insure myself for the next 10, 15, 20 years. That's what that was the mass market is doing. The ultra high net worth clients, they set up a whole of life plan. That plan does not have a contractual terminal date. A whole of life insurance policy follows the client's lifeline, and it will pay out one day, because one day we all move on to the promised land. The only question mark is when. It's not the question of if,
But when?
it's a question of when.
When?
Having a whole of life plan that gives you 100% certainty, the 5, 10, 20, $50 million will be paid out to my family, to whoever I love, to whoever I want to nominate, to my family trust, immediately after demise. Very often tax-free,
Oh,
depending
great.
jurisdiction.
Oh, great.
That sounds very interesting.
Outside the country of the residence, if preferred, in a hard currency such as US dollar.
Oh,
The
Diversification.
life insurance legally does not follow probate. Let's go back about the probate.
Oh, yeah.
It doesn't form part of the estate. Hence, there won't be discussions, there won't be
So it's
conflicts,
Controversies.
there won't be a court case. It pays immediately, and that is most important.
Of course.
See,
Absolutely.
the majority of my clients are super wealthy. Do they need a life insurance? No, they don't. What do they need? Diversification solutions. Do they need 5 houses in London, 10 places in Lekki, Ikoyi, Victoria Island? No, but they need diversification. And the insurance with all these benefits is a very powerful, most beneficial add-on. And I'm not telling put all your eggs in the same basket, but reallocate some of your liquid funds, put it into the insurance, and generate that future payout,
benefits.
peace of mind to the next generation. That's what we advise.
Great.
That's extensive. Thank you for that.
Oh, thank you so much for that. I mean, you gave us, a brief, regarding what they should do, right? But then what's the value, to our clients? What's the benefit?
When advising clients since I'm not that old, but nearly 20 years, we realize 4 major needs. And that obviously depends a bit about their life stage, right? 40, 50, 60 years old. But it's mostly the four major needs are family protection.
Oh, yeah.
So breadwinners, females, males, they want to protect their loved ones about the unexpected early demise, right? If something happens early, we need to generate funds to secure the loved one's lifestyle. Family protection is key, right?
Absolutely.
And that protection is important at age 40, still at age 50. Some clients are still the breadwinners at age 60. They still want to take in insurance to protect the families, even at the more senior age. Secondly, it's liquidity planning. Especially wealthy Nigerians do own UK real estate. If you own
That's
UK real
correct.
estate, you pay 40% estate tax, inheritance tax. So you 2 million...
To the UK government?
To the UK government.
Wow.
Your 2 million property is worth 1.2 million after tax. You may have a mortgage on that building. You may have any other debts or liabilities. So despite the fact clients are wealthy, rich, they are asset-rich, cash poor.
Wow.
And if the family is facing liabilities at demise of the patriarch or the breadwinner, let's call it like this, then they may want to secure or cover these liabilities early enough by taking a life insurance, the same amount of payout equal to the future liabilities. So liquidity planning is a hot topic even for the wealthiest families. Thirdly is diversification. You have your companies, you have your bank accounts, you have your real estate, you have the international life insurance policy as a diversification tool. And fourthly, it's the estate planning, right? The non-financial benefits, free nomination, outside probate, outside the country, guaranteed payout at demise, that is most important for clients, especially 60 plus. Put that money aside, save haven, secure the financial future of the next and next generation.
Wow.
Wow.
That's a lot.
Okay, so we're going into a segment where I'm going to ask some couple of rapid questions.
Please.
And your response will be either one or
Short.
the other, more like this or that kind of questions. So I'm giving you two options. You just pick one. So it's a rapid session. I'll start. Trust or will?
Depending wealth. Little wealth, will. More wealth, trust.
No, you have to pick one. So trust or will?
Will.
Whole life or term life?
Little wealth, term life. Lot of wealth, whole of life.
Proactive planning or reactive solutions?
Certainly proactive.
Simple policies or complex structures?
Simple is better.
Legacy planning or emergency funds?
Legacy planning.
Financial assets or real estate assets?
Combine.
High net worth individuals or young families?
I have a young family myself.
Asset protection or tax minimization?
Asset protection.
All right. Thank you so much, Mr. Sven, for joining us. And you would agree with us that this has been a thought-provoking and insightful session. I know you have quite a lot of questions or clarifications to be made. Please share your questions or concerns to the information showing on your screen. This is a Cordros Asset Management presentation. Till come your way again, like, subscribe, and share this podcast. Bye for now.